Hey everyone, it's Brian here from B&D Crafts More here on YouTube. Today I'm coming on to do my submission for this previous week's craft roulette, as seen here on YouTube, starting every Friday at 6:10 p.m. Central Time. So as I'm going to work on this project, this is going to be a postcard this week. As I'm going to cut out this die here, I'm going to talk about the parameters briefly. Every week you have 4 parameters, and this week's parameters were postcard for a project, 1970s colors, wreaths for our element, and a random parameter was pre-printed. So here's the method of my madness. This is going to be a 2-sided project. I'm going to go ahead and cut out this wreath right now. And we're going to see how this comes together. I think it's going to come together pretty well. I tried cutting out this wreath a few minutes ago. I didn't do it right, I don't think. I'm going to do it again. But I will tell you, this wreath, I'll show it to you in just a second. It comes from catscrappiness.com. It's a beautiful wreath die here. And let's see. There it comes out. There's your die here, the one side. And this is the other side. I guess that piece here's got to stay here or something. Yeah, that's going to stay there, it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and just glue this down right here. And I'll show you what I'm going to do next in just a moment. But first I want to get this down. So I'm going to grab my glue. And I'm going to go ahead and just get glue on everything. All the leaves and everything. And I'll explain to you what Craft Roulette is in a nutshell. Is a paper crafting game show where you have 4 sets of parameters. You have 4 parameters. There are 24 options for each parameter. Members have veto power. And let's see. One option on each parameter will be vetoed out every week. So that'll leave 23 options. Then when it comes time to spin a wheel, we'll spin a wheel. And if a veto parameter comes up, we'll spin again. But if not, we're just going to go ahead with that parameter. We'll have different parameters every single week. We'll never have same parameters or same one of the same parameters even 2 weeks in a row. And let's see. You have like almost countless options with this thing. Sorry about the camera. I don't know how I knocked it, but I did. There we go. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead. This is going to be my wreath parameter here. Postcard parameter is the whole thing. This picture I'm going to have cut out with that same die. And I should probably have looked. Probably should have done something different first. I got to match this up and everything. That's not okay. Yeah, I made a big mistake by putting this down already, apparently. Actually, that looks about right, except for that one leaf. I'm going to go ahead and continue here. This is it, I bet. Actually, it may not be. try and find how exactly, okay, this is it. So I'm going to go ahead and take this die and put it on exactly like this, onto this. And I'm going to go ahead and tape it with some mint tape. I think that's what it's called, from scrapbook.com. And I'm going to go ahead and have this die cut. And then we're going to put this center on to the postcard. So if you're wondering what my color parameter is going to be, this is kind of like an early 70s, kind of a wheat color, I guess. And the green, it's kind of a 70s color, I guess. I Googled some examples of 70s colors before I started recording this. And according to Sherman-Williams, some of the colors in the 1970s include harvest gold, avocado, and like earth tones, like earthy brown colors, stuff like that. But mainly the big colors in the 1970s were earth tones. And they also noted that the appliances matched the colors of the 70s as well. To that I say, no doubt about that. I remember appliances from the 70s. Even though I wasn't born until 1978, I remember what appliances from the 70s looked like from early in my childhood. I tell you what, some of those colors were really wacky. You have those almond brown kind of colors too and everything. It's pretty cool. It's a bygone era that we don't have anymore. And, I miss those days of being a kid and having those durable appliances and everything that were going to last forever. And they didn't quite last forever, but they lasted a pretty darn long time. So I'm going to go ahead and get this dog here. Hopefully I got this right. Got this here like so. Maybe it's this way, actually. It better be. Uh-oh, that's way off. Oh, boy. No. Okay, maybe it is the other way. Uh-oh. There we go. That's how it's going to go. I really like this. Looks like Labrador hiding in the jungle and all that. So we are going to go with this here. I'm going to go ahead and get this glued up some. Hopefully we won't mess it up too bad. I'm going to show you me gluing it up here. So, if you have made this far to the video, let me know what your favorite thing about the 1970s was, or if you weren't born in the 1970s, or weren't born until after the 70s, or even if you were born before the 70s or in the 70s, just let me know what your favorite thing about the 70s was. Just looking at stuff from today. I think that'll be a very interesting thing to find out here. Uh-oh, that's not right. I gotta turn around again, I think. How did I do this? Well, here we go again. I should just left it right where it was, I guess. This is terrible. I thought this was actually right a few minutes ago, but apparently I was a little off. So I just gotta pull this back a little bit here. Yeah, that is not right. So I'm pulling that off. I'm probably going to have to re-glue in just a second, though. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have to re-glue all this, but it's okay. That's where it should be, I believe. Which y'all probably scream at me through the TV or your device right now saying, that's where it was before, Brian. But oh well. I didn't realize it then. So I need to go ahead. This is what threw me off. This little tiny part at the top came off. That's what happened, I bet. Okay. I'm trying to think what I'm going to do next. I want to probably add some pre-printed dog tracks on here, dog paw prints. These, some look like they're 70s colors, so I'm going to do that on either side of this part here. Now I'm just going to cut this down 4 inches. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this maybe like 1/2 inch. We'll test it at 1/2 inch, see how that goes. I think I like this. Yes. Okay, we're going to go like that. Yes. 1/2 inch on the left, 1/2 inch on the right. Even though this is technically not going in the right direction, we're all right. It is technically non-directional. This is one of the first times I've ever done a craft roulette submission video. But this is like the first time in probably a couple years that I've done one. I did make splurge the other night and became a member again. So one of the things, like I said, for all members get to do on craftroulette.live is vote on the vetoes each week. Now, however, if I believe you're level silver and up, possibly, you get those people have more weight on their vetoes. So, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and just trim off this here. So it'll be flat on here. Like it even matters. There we go. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to do for sentiment on here. Let's see if I can find some here I'm looking for. I'm thinking of something in particular here. Another cat scrappiness product here. This is, I forget what the name of the stamp set is. I think I Choose You could go right there. Or Dogs Are My Favorite People. Which one goes better? I think this will. I Choose You. So I'm going to grab this stamp block here. I know it's way too big and everything, but I will need that in just a minute for my next stamp. And I'm going to go ahead and get my ink pad, Memento Tuxedo Black ink. Dab that on. But I'm going to put it on a little better. I think that was right. There we go. And I'm going to put this on. Like so. And lift. I know it didn't get quite all on the wheat color, but it's all right. Next, I'm going to go ahead and remember this is the top here. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the stamp. Put it back on the set. I'm going to bring out my next stamp, which is also from Cat Scrappiness. And I will try to remember to put the names of these sets in the description box below this video. I'm going to try to remember to. I'm not going to put affiliate links or anything like that, but I will put the names of them and the website to go to. So I'm going to do this, like, maybe we'll do this right here at the bottom. I'm thinking this right here will be a good spot. Yes. Let's do that. Yeah, I come to think of it, I probably should have done that in a brown color with my vintage photo distress ink pen. Y'all probably didn't even see any of that, unfortunately. So I'm going to put this up. And let's see, I'm going to grab one of the stamps from same set. In this case, it's a stamp. LOL. Says, let's see, forever 14 cents. And speaking of forever, don't forget that the price of a forever stamp, single ounce, will go up to from 78 cents to 82 cents coming July 12th. So we got a little over a month. Just about a month to go. Now I'm going to go ahead and color that in, I think, with this. I'm going to go ahead and get 2 different shades of red, I guess. Or a pink and red. Looks like I'm going to be doing a pink and a red. And hit this with the pink. And let's see, I'm going to actually do them both in pink. And then the middle one I'll do in the red or darker pink. And a darker pink. Where is the darker pink? There we go. There we go. And now I'm going to grab my ruler, put on the finishing touches here. We are going to measure top and bottom here, right on 3 inches. And you can also mark the 3-inch mark at the top and the bottom, or at least the top if you want, with a stylus pen and a scoreboard, or bone folder and scoreboard. That would work as well. So I'm going to grab this. I'll get up a little further here. And I'm going to go down here as well. I'm going to mark down here. And now I'm going to go ahead and just It just does not look right. Sorry, but it does not. I might have messed up here. There we go. That ought to do it. And I'm going to do some lines here for the address. And here we go. One more. And, you know, like that. And how about this? With short hair. And that's it for this week, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so yet, please do subscribe to this video for more. And ring bell for all notifications. I hope to see y'all again next time. Hope y'all have a great day. Bye.